the wall, they keep haunting me. I wish I could recall what you've done to me. My feelings won't resolve till you talk to me. And I'm certain that you'll call, but I'm too naive. Sometimes I feel alone, hiding my secrets you need to know. Oh, I cannot feel no more. All of my...
Hey guys, how's it going? It's Aiden here, and today I'm basically just going over some of my favorite studying tips, tricks, and habits that have really helped me out my first semester here at college. If you're new here, please drop a like down below or comment if you have any questions. It really helps me out. For an informational video like this, I could just sit in my dorm all day and talk, but I'm a visual learner, and I'm assuming a lot of you guys are as well, so I'm gonna go out to some of my favorite studying spots, show you what I do, and hopefully by the end of this video, you'll be a little bit better at studying for your next exam. So without further ado, let's get going.
I can't replace what we started. I did everything that you could have wanted. Everything's better way around it.
So if you guys are a regular viewer of my channel, you know that usually I ride around on my electric skateboard, but it is very wet outside because it just rained. So I'm walking to the first study spot of the day right now. So my first tip for getting better at studying is actually to change your environment. Staying cooped up in your dorm or wherever you live can honestly be kind of degrading on your mental health. So sometimes it helps to come outside. At UCF specifically, I'm in front of Millikan Hall, which has a really cool looking fountain. But yeah, sometimes coming outside to study can really help. But if the outdoors is too loud, or if there's too many people nearby, or just feel way too distracted, luckily, we're right outside the next spot. So right now I'm in the UCF library and I'm on the second floor, so I don't have to really be that quiet. But if you are looking for a really quiet area to do your work, the school library is always a perfect spot to go. I feel like at most colleges is a thing, but if you go up in the floors, it gets quieter as you go up. And there are always some really great study spots by windows or even really secluded cubbies that you can get access to. And me and a study group have actually gotten a room all to ourselves as well. So there's lots of opportunity for study spots at the library if you do need one of those quiet and secluded areas. And of course at the library there's always books, so if you need help on a topic, you can literally go and grab one. Super convenient, super quiet, super easy. Go check out your library if you need a new spot to study. Man, this congressman just interviewed me with the whole camera set to vote. That was so weird. I don't really like politics that much, and I don't want to get into politics, but I just got hit with a whole crew. My next tip is actually get some food while you study. A lot of people disregard their own body's health while they're studying. Even myself, I find myself forgetting to drink water while I study because I'm just so locked in. So while you study, get some food, get some water, relax. It doesn't have to be such a stressful and isolating thing. Now I'm getting some smoothie king for myself, so when I go back to my dorm, I'll have something to snack on. Something to keep my energy up, I guess you could say. For some reason today, a lot of people are noticing that I'm vlogging, which never happens. It's kind of weird. By the way, Smoothie King, best smoothies. I don't care what your take is. Smoothie King has the best smoothies, end of the day. I don't care what you say. But now I'm headed back to my dorm because it looks like it's about to rain again and I do not want to get caught in it. I just jinxed myself. It started raining just now. Oh God. Literally took 2 seconds right after I said that. And now it's raining. Oh my gosh. I literally just sprinted across campus to get back here. sprinted across campus to try not to get soaked, and I still got soaked. It's okay though, we're not gonna let it get me down. We're gonna keep having a good day. Ignore all that till later. Wow, this is going to be an all over the place video. Alright, so now that I look like a crazy person, now you're really gonna listen to me. Let me get these lights on me. Okay, so now that we've gone over changing your environment, making sure that your physical needs are met, I can now talk a little bit more about the actual studying part. So first off, while you're studying, it's quite miserable to sit there for like hours on end and just do absolutely nothing, have no stimulation of any kind. So the best thing that I've found to help me is actually music. Now everyone has different tastes in music, but usually I like to listen to calming music or soothing music. I listen to a lot of Joji, a lot of lo-fi, things like that that are calm, but still have enough going on to keep my mind working, keep my gears spinning, you could say. But yeah, flip on your favorite Spotify playlist while you study, it definitely helps. Another thing that I've found to be like a big factor in my studying session and how successful it actually is the light. So this might seem kind of strange, but the light in your room could play a pretty big factor in like how well you study. Like maybe next time you study, try changing something up from your usual routine. Like shut your blinds and maybe try to make your room a little bit more calm and dark. Or if you normally study in like the dark, try bringing in some more light. There's numerous things that you can do to change your environment, change what's going. Why did I just die? There's numerous things you can do to change your environment and basically like the room that you're studying in. But if you clicked on this video for like a clear answer on how you could become better at studying, the answer is study. A lot of times the thing that is the barrier between people studying and just like BSing their way through the notes is the motivation. Before you can become a good studier, you have to try studying. And I know this is like intimidating and probably like, oh, I don't want to do that. The way I found the best way for me to study is by trying to study. Opening up that textbook, seeing that wall of text, I realized this is not the best way for me to learn. So what I would do is I would copy down the key points from the textbook and then look up videos and other tutorials around those concepts to better understand it in my head. I'm more of a visual learner, so things like videos, pictures, diagrams on the internet, that helps me visualize things a lot better than just reading a wall of text in a textbook. I'm sure most people my age can relate because most of what we see in our lives is on here. But yeah, there's no real secret or hack to becoming good at studying. Sadly, you kind of just have to gear in and do it. This applies to many other things in life, but sometimes there's no workaround. Sometimes you just have to dive into it and find what works for you. By the way, guys, I'm like growing out my hair, so I'm in like that weird in-between stage right now. But in the future, I want to be able to like put it back in a bun. So in the meantime, I'm putting on a hat. Much better. But another thing that I can kind of briefly talk about. So a lot of people find that there's this weird thing where if you write out something, you remember it. It doesn't work for me. So I decided, what's the point in writing out my notes if I can type them faster and writing out has no key advantage for me? So I started typing out my notes. First I started in Google Docs, but it just got really disorganized, partly because I have multiple Google accounts and they were just scattered all over the place. Then I kind of gave up on that idea, and a few YouTubers I watched were raving about this app called Notion. This video isn't sponsored, but Notion has been a really, really big help to me in my life, and I would recommend it to anyone. It's literally a free app. You can use it on your PC or your phone, and I literally just separate it by category. I can show you here. But I have a category called School Notes, and it literally has it where you can create pages. So if I go to my macroeconomics page here, it now has entered a different category where I have all of the chapters for macro, and there's pages for each of those. So now if I click on, let's say, the chapter 13 page, now I have all the vocab and all the notes I've taken from chapter 13. In this way, whenever finals come around, if I need to focus on a specific topic, I have it all organized right on my phone or my computer. It's super seamless, super easy, and it's free. I highly recommend it to anyone. But if all of this really isn't working for you and you're struggling in one particular class, or maybe all of your classes, my final key tip is make friends and make a study group. I actually have a whole Discord server now with this specific study group for my macroeconomics class, and it is working out really well. My first exam, I felt clueless. I felt like I didn't know what to do. I felt like there was too much material, and I was just getting overwhelmed completely. And I found this group of people branched from the UCF business Discord server, and we kind of formed our own little study group. It was really cool. And the weekend before the test, we met, we discussed the material, we went over some practice problems, and that information never left my head. I still can remember most of the things from our first study group session. Because talking to classmates makes things a lot easier to understand than either watching YouTube videos or like talking to a professor. So talking to other students about what we're struggling with and what we need help with really helps. So don't be shy, ask around, maybe ask the person next to you, hey, are you a part of the study group, or are you a part of a study group that I can join? And even in high school, like start a study group. I used to have kind of a study group for some of my classes. Mainly I would just text my friends because it was much more like tightly knit in terms of student population. But like regardless of if you're in high school or college, like just make friends, start studying with them. It helps a lot, trust me. But seriously guys, I really hope these tips helped, or maybe you learned something new. And even if you didn't in particular, share this video with your friends who might need help in some of their classes. You never know. My whole goal of this YouTube channel is to just spread positivity and try to spread the knowledge that I've learned from personal experience to maybe younger people in high school or anyone who's just looking for more knowledge. And don't get me wrong, I'm just a freshman in college, so I'm not like that wise or all-knowing or anything along those lines. I like to stay humble, but I do think that some of the things that I've learned personally can help other people, and that's why I spread them to you. So I hope you guys enjoyed this kind of random all over the place video. And as always guys, stay productive. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out. Alright, so let's see who my true loyal fans are. If you made it this far, past the outro and everything, I have a big announcement to make. I'll just put you guys here. So guys, soon, me and my two other roommates, Lincoln and Landon, are going to be starting our own podcast. We don't have everything figured out with the podcast yet or what platforms it's going to be on, but I can guarantee it's going to be on YouTube. And I'm not going to reveal any general details about what it's about or the name of it, but I did want to let you guys know because behind the scenes I'm doing a lot for it and it's taking up a lot of my time and energy. I just want to let you guys know if I'm a little bit less active on my Instagram or my YouTube, that's probably why. But I'm really excited to share this with you guys, and I wanted to let you guys know in advance just so you guys know. Yesterday I assembled these, they're pretty cool though. Okay, that's it for the video. Bye guys, have a good one.